Let us have a look at how an XLOOKUP function can help us to look up values from one table array, then return them to where they are needed. For example, in this case, we want to look up the retail prices from this other table where we have the cost column and the discount category column. Then after we'll have found where they are falling, we will return the corresponding discount category. For the discount category, it is either discount. There are different categories under the discount category. We have discount category A, discount category B, category C, and finally discount category D. For example, if the retail price is falling between $0 and $1,000, then it's supposed to be given the discount category A. This is exactly what we have in this case. You have $995, that is just between $0 and $1,000, then it's supposed to be discount category B. Discount category A, sorry. Then any retail price that is between discount category 1000 and discount category, no, any retail price that is falling between $1,000 and $10,000 is supposed to be discount category B. And you can see here $1,695 is discount category B. Now let us go ahead and see how XLOOKUP help us to do this. We already have them, but we cannot look them up then return them manually. Now this is exactly how the XLOOKUP function is going to help us. Start by typing equals n because it is a function and it is a formula. Then just type XLOOKUP. Then you can see this is what it does. It searches a range or an array from a match and returns the corresponding item from a second range or array. By default, an exact match is used. Now let us see the argument that are going into this particular function. The first argument is the lookup value. Now the lookup value is the value which we know. It can be an ID number, it can be a specific unique number that we are using now to match to a particular table array, then return what we decide to return. And in this case, the value which we know which we want to use to return the discount category is the retail price. We click on that. Then the next argument is the lookup array. The lookup array is the column or the array from where we want to look up this particular lookup value. Now the lookup array in this case is the cost column. So we are going to select the cost column, but do not select the heading. Then we have the return array. The return array is the array or the column from where we want to return the discount categories or the specific values. It is the discount category column, but we are not selecting the heading. Then we're moving to the fourth argument, and that is the value which will return if the value which we are looking for from the return array is not found. In this case, we do not want to return anything. Then lastly, we have the match type. Remember, the default match type is exact match, but when you look at in this case, these retail prices are just falling within ranges, so they are not exact match. Yes, they are approximate match, so we are going to go for the exact match or the next smaller item. Then we close the bracket, then enter. Then we double click to copy the formula down. Then we are just going to confirm whether we have done the correct thing. Let us come to row number 11. Row number 11, under the retail price, the retail price is $10,995. That is falling between $10,000 and $25,000. It is supposed to be discount category C. Let's see whether that is the case. When you come here, it is actually the discount category C. Now I know that we can also use the VLOOKUP function to return the values from a particular table array, then match them to the specific lookup values. But now the VLOOKUP function has some weaknesses which the XLOOKUP function has actually solved. The first one is that if we are going to introduce another column from the lookup table, then the formula for the VLOOKUP function is going to break. For the XLOOKUP, it is not going to break. The second weakness is that if you are going to start arranging maybe this thing from the largest value to the smallest value, let's say that we are starting from 25,000, then 10,000, 1,000, then to 0. That is from the largest to the smallest. Again, for the VLOOKUP function, the formula is going to break. For the XLOOKUP, it is not going to break. Then, let us come to the third one. You can see data on the table from where we are looking up our values are vertically arranged. That data is vertically arranged. That is exactly what the VLOOKUP function does. But then if you are going to arrange them horizontally, the formula for the VLOOKUP function is going to break. Yes, in that case, a specific formula called the horizontal lookup is going to be ideal. Now for the XLOOKUP function, it can handle both vertically arranged data as well as horizontally arranged data.